right? So this is basically what we did so far last week. Today we're going to focus on solving simultaneous and past papers, right? You have to be able to multiply like this, right? Picking up this, right? So how do we solve simultaneously matrix method? Right? To write the example, write the steps first, right? 5, 4, 8, 1, 4, 3. All right. What is here? So we have 4 steps to follow, right? These are the steps here. So do write that, write this first, right? So the first thing we do is we take the equation, right? Don't write, just take it in first, right? The first thing we do is we take the equation and we write in a matrix form, right? What does that mean? It means that I have to get rid of this and put it in rows and columns. So here's what you do. Take the coefficients of all the values, 3, positive 4, positive 6, minus 2, multiply it by the variables x and y, and make it equal to the answer, 7, 4. Right? If I multiply this row, I'll get that. Multiply this by this, I'll get that. Everybody okay with that? Go right there, just taking all these steps first. Step number 2, right? Sorry, I forgot to mention that the matrix form is AX is equal to B. Right? This is A, this is X, this is B. Right? Step number 2, we find the inverse. We find the inverse of A. We find the inverse of A. Good. So I'm going to write A here. 3, 4, 6 minus 2, and I'm going to find the inverse. 1 over the determinant. Look it off my head now. What's the determinant? Do it in your head. Minus 3 by minus 2 is 4 by 6 is. So when the minus is minus 30. Same thing. And then what we do is right? What's the next step? What's the next step? Yeah.
Just put in
Which is what?
3, 4, 6 minus 2.
Switch around the minus, switch around the 3 and the minus 2, and put negative signs here. Change the signs, right? It becomes minus 4, minus 6. You okay with that? That's step number 2. Step number 3 now is x is equal to A inverse multiplied by B. So this is x. The inverse, I found it. Leave it like this, right? We're not multiplying the fraction as yet. So I'm leaving it like this. Minus 1 on 30, minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, 3. Right? Put on your phone properly. Put your phone on top of it. Put your phone on top of the table. That's okay? This is A inverse, and then you multiply it by B. 7 and 4. That's okay? And last step, we had to multiply it out. Okay? Well, you'll figure that out, right? We have to multiply this out. How do we multiply again? Multiply row by column. So you will recognize that I'm leaving minus 30 on the 1 and 30 on the outside, and I'm multiplying row by column. Minus 14, minus 16, add them. Right? Minus 14, minus 16, add them. Then I go in again, row by column, minus 6 by 7, that's minus 42, 3 by 6 is 12, add them. Are you okay with that? Towels? Pajamas? Minus 6 by 7, 3 by 4. How about it? Okay, I can't move past it. So final thing, minus 30, minus 30. Right? When you reach here now is when you're going to multiply it out. Multiply this by this by this. So we will get minus 30 over minus 30, minus 30 over minus 30. So the answer is 1. X and Y. X, Y. Are you okay with that? You're okay with that? Follow these 3 steps and you're good to go. Copy it down. Copy it down. Let's take a look at the next one, right? Today is just matrices. Hello, Gary. How can I see? Right, notice that leading fraction for laughter. Right, so I know it looks longer than a normal method, but the other way to do it, right? When you have a large amount of equations to solve, like about 20 equations with 20 variables, right? This is what the computer is used. It uses this technique. That's it. Ready? I can take it off. No. By the way, it must be in this form all the time, huh? It must be x's, y's, and constants on the outside, right? So even if it rearrange, you have to bring it back into this form. X's, y's, and this. When you multiply this, it's supposed to get back this. When you multiply this, it's supposed to get back this. Okay? That's going on. Ele vai lá, passa aqui, olha. Você mexe igual? Ah, olha a mesa. Deixa eu mandar agora, pode ser para outro. Olha, ele vai. Pode mandar uma mão. 3822711. Lord. Yeah. Para qual é Oh. All right, let's go now. Next one, number 2. Follow the matrix method, right? Whole numbers, right? The answer is whole numbers. Whole numbers, when again, corner. Online message answer, please. Bandana, Alyssa, Israel, message answer. Right, you had it, everything multiplied, right? Step on x minus 3y is 1, 8x plus 2y. Four numbers up, and again two numbers, something wrong. We'll figure out whole number. Yeah, put just wrong, and then change the sign and line of clearly. But now we need to start, which is one, if that one, we change this sign. She don't follow, don't just. June. Oh, yeah, finish it up. Minute. Sorry, yeah.
Second timber.
There. Go. Why?
X is 1 and Y is 2. 1 equals 1.
For that. Alright, let's see how this went. I see some little mistakes in the little this part here, right? So first thing first, you write in. Any answers online? Malini, good job. Justin, good job. Sydney, anything? Alyssa, any answers? What you at? What you get?
1, 2.
Right? So 7 minus 3, 8, 2. Right? That is the first part. Then you put x, y here equal to 112. So we know A here is 7 minus 3, 8, 2. Right? The most common mistake is this here. I just find it determinant. Multiply these two. 7 by 2 is, and your minus 3 by 8. That's minus 24. A minus and a minus is up. So the answer is 38. 38, right? That's okay? That's the most common mistake I saw, right? So now A inverse is equal to 138, positive 38, right? Switch these two to 7, change the signs here. Positive 3 minus 8. That's okay? Leave it like that. Now let's find xy. Xy is equal to minus 138 by 2, 3 minus 8, 7. And I multiply it by 112. Take your time when you're working this out. Well, yeah, nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with putting this in the calculator. 14 minus 24, and just make sure you get it right. Right? Because you all know these steps, but you're getting these simple things wrong. Use a calculator. Check it and see. Here is minus Wait, where I get minus from? Here is 1 on 38 by row by column. 2 by 1 is 3 by 12 is 36. All right? Minus 8 by 1, 7 by 12. There's what? 84? 84. 2 by 1, 3 by 12. Minus 8 by 1, 7 by 12. That's okay? Row by column, row by column. And then work this out. This is 38 on top, and this is 70. 76 underneath. Now all you have to do is multiply 38 by 1 on 38, 76 by 38. And you will get 1, 2. Next one, let's go again. Come on. Go. Copy it down. Let's go again. What do you wrong? That one? Let's see. Copy down. Let's go again. Right? Again. Most common places to make mistakes are here. So write it out. This by this, write your answer. Minus sign. This by this, write your answer in brackets. Put it in the calculator. Don't get that wrong. Here, remember, row by column. First value, second value, then add them. Right? Doing the same thing over and over. Just changing the numbers. Let's go again. Okay. Right, online, you'll get you. Sydney, you'll get you. Justin, Christian, Alyssa, that's now seeing yours, right? Who is missing online there? Joanna, Israel, Mariam. Mariam, one answer, please. Bandana, you too. Ready again? Let's try again, right? Oh yeah, if you have minus here alone, Vishish, if you have minus alone here, what does that mean? Minus 1. Go ahead.
time. Take your time, people. Take your time. Yeah, don't use. Yeah.
Jordan, if it gets 0 for 1, it'll be fine. If it gets 0 for 1, it'll be fine, right? One thing is to not, two reasons why not. I know what. Online 10 answers. If you get a fraction, it is wrong. If you get decimal, it is wrong. Check it back. One answer is a 0, right? That's a minus 14. Send some answers online, please. I'm begging online. 14 all here. Send some answers.
So you be able to do two, but not that. No line, that's not fair.
Minus 14.
Oh, you get out.
Right, let's go because you have one more before I hit the past paper.
You make it for the same thing.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think just lie, I know. Just listen, just trying to understand. Actually, I think that.
Right, so we'll get minus 2, 4, 4 minus 1. Right? You multiply it by xy, and the answer on the outside is 8 minus 2. Everybody had that right. Here again, I see the mistake with determinant. What you see? Here's how you work out determinant, right? To work out the determinant, you multiply this by this, you'll get positive 2. Multiply this by this, you'll get 16, and then you minus. Not plus, minus. Okay? If you got minus 16 here, put it in brackets and then simplify, right? But really and truly is this by this by this, then you minus it. And you will end up with minus 14. Right? Next step is to get the inverse. The inverse is 1 over minus 14 by, change these two values, the position, that's all. Keep them the same, but change the position. Minus 1 comes here, minus 2 comes here. Right? Then change the what here? Change the signs. Okay? Then come up here, and then to find xy, you multiply 1 on minus 14 by minus 1 minus 4 minus 4 minus 2, and you multiply it by 8 minus 2. Right? Most people kind of have an idea here already. Minus 1 by 8, minus 4 by minus 2 is plus 8. Minus positive 8, add them. Okay? Here you're adding. Here you're minusing, right? Here again, minus 4 by 8, minus 32, minus 2 by minus 2 is 4, and then add it. So I got minus 1 on 14 is 0, right? 0 minus 28. So the final answer is this by this is 0, minus 28 over minus 14 is 2. All right? Last one, I want everybody to get before I move on. Last one, then we do in a past paper. Where is the topic by topic? Do I have to go back and do that? Ready? Last one. Last one, then we go to our past paper. Copy it up. Copy it down again, go copy it down. I see it. Let's start here, solve this one. And then we'll go up and do the rest. Yeah, solve it. That's all. It's on top, right up. By the first one. Solve it, please.
We're gonna sit. 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 Yeah.
Huh?
Just using just put
I think it's all about
policy.
it.
Slide it this way.
Go this way. Oh yeah, solve that here. 3x plus 2y is 1, 5x plus 4y is 5. Question say you make it matter. Question said you make it matter. That's
Because you asked me.
Huh? No, carry forward. If you take one, you need to stop it. Right. If you get you can construct it. Of that here, follow all these steps. Rush it. Make sure you find the determinant correctly, right? Well, right, this is number one, only talk about topic, right? Okay. One topic, if you don't go on topic by topic, is the first question. And finish the rest. is number 1. In June 2017, number 11. Hold up. Number 1, the first one we do it. Yeah. Right, those who finished, go on the topic by topic and do the first question and make the deal. Right, so you can finish your button. Let us give it the rest of a few minutes. Yeah. I'll leave it in there, right? Right, you're doing part 1, 2, and 3 after. Right, you're doing part 1, 2, and 3 after you solve it. Suppose you get whole numbers when you solve it, right? The first question is right, so you had to multiply A by B, B by A, and show it not equal. You had to do some multiplication. Then find the inverse and then multiply. Huh? Yes. And the same question, but that's the part A. Yeah, as a multiplication. You should be able to do part 2 and multiply. You can multiply. Yeah. What did we say about matrix multiplication again? It is not what? Not complicated. Right, yeah, look back how to multiply, row by column, row by column. Okay. Yes, very good. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's put in there.
Any double ER.
A double. Taking this off, right? Taking it off. I can start to work it out. So you're multiplying A by B, B by A, and then A inverse by E. I can't do it now. Right, so watch this here. This is what? This is 3, 2, 5, 4 xy by 5, sorry, 1, 5. So xy is equal to the inverse. That's 1 over 12 minus 10. The inverse is switch the 4 and the 3, put a minus by the 2 and the 5. And then multiplied by 1, 5. So I have 1 over 2. I use multiply again, row by column. So that's 4 minus 10 minus 5 plus 15. So I got a half of minus 6, 10. So that's minus 3 and 5. Okay, most people got that. Very good. Right now they want us to find A by B. Right, they want us to find A by B. And some of you all forgot already how to do this. How do we multiply again? Multiply this row by both columns. Then the second row by both columns. So you multiply 3 by 4, that's 12. 2 by 3, that's 6. Then row by column again. 3 by 0 is 0. 2 by minus 1 is minus 2. Row by column again. 5 by 4, that's 20. 4 by 3, that's 12. And you add them. Please remember, the first row will give you your first row of answers. Your second row will give you your second row of answers, right? 5 by 4 is 20, 4 by 3 is 12, 5 by 0 is 0, 4 by minus 1 is minus 4. So your answer is 18 minus 2, 32 minus 4. Right? Now you have to find B by A. Right? Those who got the first one wrong, pick that from a place. Try back B by A, come on. Try back B by A. And then they want you to find A inverse and multiply it by what I want, A inverse or A inverse A? Hurry up. Fix those two parts from my friend who didn't get it. Yeah, last one. No, you didn't get it. A by A inverse out there. So that's A inverse, right? Multiply by A. Come on, last part. Okay, that's one more. By A. We have one more part. Oh, multiply E by A. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Hurry up, your multiplication. Go by column, go by column. Are you done, Michael? Are you done? There's one more part there, Michael.
You finish all them?
Michael, you are not done. You don't have the last part.
One more food.
The last part was goal. Find A inverse and E by A inverse. I want to see somebody with E by E inverse. Yeah, the multiplier already. Oh, you wasn't necessary. So I should have just last week. So what? Right. So it's row by column. So it's row by column. Two values by two values. One is two values by two values. First by the first, second by the second. Right? 4 by 3s. 0 by 5s. Done with that first column. Row by column again. 4 by 2s. 0 by 4s. The first row always gives you the first row answers. Start done with the first row. Second row now. 3 by 3s. Minus 1 by 5s. Row by column. 3 by 2s. Minus 1 by 4s. Right? So if you go by column, the first row will always give you the first row answers. Second row will give you the second row answers. So we end up with 12, 8, 4. Are they equal? Are these two equal? No. So it means that AB is not equal to BA. What do we call that again? Not what? Commutative. Write that, please. Write that. Although I gave you already, write that, please. Matrix multiplication is not commutative. Write that, please. Matrix multiplication is not commutative. And last part, A inverse. A is this here, so that's 12. And then I switch around the 4 and the 3 minus by the 2 and the 5. So I'll end up with 1 on 2, 4 minus 2 minus 5, 3. All right? I gave you this rule already on it. A by A inverse will always give you I. Okay? That's a rule I have to learn. So A is what? A is 3, 2, 5, 4. And A inverse is a half by 4 minus 2 minus 5, 3. I do not want to work with the half, so I'm putting it outside here. And I'm multiplying 3, 2, 5, 4 by 4 minus 2 minus 5, 3. Right? Help me multiply this out, Jamal. Jamal, help me multiply this out. How you multiply again? Row by? So it's 3, 2 by what? So 3 by 4 is? And then 2 by 3 by 4 minus 2 by 5. Right? Then what? Row by column again. 3 by minus 2 is. And then it's positive sign. Go again, row by column. 5 by 4 is. 4 by minus 5 is. Row by column again. Minus 10 by minus 10 positive 12, right? So that'll be a half by 2002. Right? What do I do next? Multiply a half by each of the values. Which is I. That's okay? All right, Tonya. So next day we do a couple more of these, and then we have transformation matrices to do. We have transformation matrices. Huh? That's going over. I do not. You do not. In my multiplication, correct? You're putting the wrong place. Correct. E by A. But it don't matter. If we get it, we are wrong, you'll get it right. But the question didn't ask that. The question asked it.
I didn't get to.
All right, online.
Okay.